my YouTube channel. So I did put out a first video for making a skirt for my toddler, a 21-month-old. So this part of this video is going to be me making a skirt for myself. It's a matching pair, obviously, from the fabric. If you've not watched the first part, you can pause this one, go watch the other one, and then come back to this one. So this is me making a skirt for myself. So the materials you would need is a fabric, of course, an interface. So the interface is going to be for the waistband. You also need a measuring tape, an elastic. So this is a 1-inch wide elastic. Also need a safety pin, and then a scissors. And the measurements you'd need. So my waist measurement is 32 inches, and the length, I'm just using the whole length of this fabric. So usually the length of an African print Ankara fabrics is 45 inches, and I'm using the whole 45 inches. Now this is me making a maxi skirt for myself, and I'm going to have a slit on the side of the skirt and pockets. So it's going to be a flat front and with elastic at the back, because I want it to, I don't want zip for this particular skirt. I probably would make one in future that would have zip. For this one, it's just going to be nice and easy. Flat front, elastic at the back, side pocket with a slit, because yeah, that's what I want to make. So 32 inches for my waist and 45 inches for the length. So what I will do is, I've cut out the fabric already, so I'll just show you what I've done. So I've cut out the pockets. I've just done freehand on this because I don't have a pattern for making a pocket. What I'll do is, how I cut out pocket is, I would usually just place the fabric, put my fingers on it, and then just snip it around so there's enough space on both sides for when you sew it. Nice and easy. And then for the waistband, this is half. This is the front of the waistband. I'm not going to use all of this because my waist is not this big. This is, I'm not sure how long this is actually. So this is 23 inches, and I only need 17 inches. Obviously 16 inches for my waist. 32 in half is 16, and then the extra 1 inch, 17 inches, is going to be for seam allowance, so it is. And then the back, I've just used the whole length of the fabric. You know, like I said before, it's 45 inches long, so this is 45 inches long because I'm going to be using elastic, and by the time I put it in, it's going to be all, you know, together. Right, so I would go to my sewing machine. I will put the pockets on the side. So this is to 45 inches. Yeah, I'll put the pockets on the side. I'll probably make a detailed, if you want me to make a detailed video of how I'm putting the pockets and all that, then I can get that done. But yeah, this is just going to be nice and quick and easy. So I'm just doing from the edge. I would usually just do 3 inches, 3.5 inches, 4 inches, all the way down, and cut on the 4 sides for the pockets. Then snip it in, and then just put the pockets. Get one. Undo it, if I can get it right. And do it that way, and then I'll do it for all 4. So sew this down. I'll do it for all 4 sides of this fabric, and then I'll come back and show you what I'm talking about. Back now, guys. So what I've done is, I've sewn the pocket in place, and I've also used my overlocker to, time to go off. I've also used my overlocker to overlock the ends of the skirts. I've done that on all 4 sides. So this is 1/2 of the skirt, and I've done the same on this side, and then this as well. Sewn the pocket in place, and I've done that on the side. Yeah. Also, this is the back of the skirt. So what I've done is, I have sewn the waistband in place. So this is the back waistband. So this is what I'm going to be passing the elastic through. Now, next part of what I'm going to be doing is, for me to put the elastic in, I'm going to make a line, so you can see how this is right now. I'm going to fold it in half, which is going to be, let me get the other elastic if I can find it. I'll just use this one. The same length. So with the elastic, so if I fold it into half, I know this would enter in easily, seamlessly, and that's what I want to do. So I fold it in half just to get where the middle section of this is, and then on my sewing machine, I'll just do that while on camera. I would sew all the way. I'm just going to eyeball it. I'm not going to measure it because yeah, I can just eyeball it and it works out well. So I'm going to sew all the way on the back of the, right, so this is half now, so all I need to do is get my elastic. Now I did say my waist measurement is 32, so 32 in half is 16, so I'll get 16, measure 16 on this, but I would want to, usually I'll leave, I'll add an additional 1 inch just for ease, or but I'm not going to add on this one because I want it to be actually very fitted. 16 inches, actually maybe I'll add half an inch, so 16 and a half, so the half inch would be for ease. So you know, I've done two elastic spaces. I would fold this again because there's no need to measure it, I've got it in half, and get my pin in, and then what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get my pin, put that in, and then start passing it through the skirt, yeah, and pass it all the way in, finish the first part and then pass the next one in the second bit. I'll do that off camera and then I'll come and show you what that looks like. What I did is I have put the elastic on the waist, so I cut out 16.5 inches and I've passed that through both spaces on the waist, like you know I had already done the pockets. So this is for the back of the skirt. Now for the front, I gathered the front, so it's half of my waist measurement plus 1 inch, because we're going to be sewing, we're going to be joining the front and the back pieces together, and obviously it's going to take some space from the waistband, which is why I've put the extra 1 inch. So it's going to be half on each side, so by the time we're done the front of the skirt is going to be 16 inches long. Also the pocket on this one's been done. So what we'll do is we'll take the front space, oh, and I've done these slits, so from the waist, from the top of the waistband to where these slits starts is 12 inches. So I've just looked at so this is the front of the skirt and I've just taken some off. I've eyeballed it, I have not measured it, but to get the measurements of where you want the front to be, and it's totally up to you how you want or where you want the front of your slit to be. It can be on the left side, it can be on the right side. I prefer my slit on the left side, and all together this is 9 inches from the edge that has been cut out, and then this is 12 inches from the top to where the slit starts from. So what I'll do now is I'll take the front of the skirt, take the back of the skirt, do right side together. So if I place it like this, the front and then the back by the waist, and then like this, and then I'll sew it all the way to the end of the skirt. So from the waistband, yeah, sew the pockets round, sew it through this way, and then all the way down to the bottom of the skirt. Same thing on the other side. So we're using half an inch seam allowance, yeah. Sew the pockets like this way all the way around. So obviously there's still space for your hand to go into the pocket, and then all the way around, and then I would hem the skirt, and that's it, pretty much done. Usually making an adult skirt doesn't even take me time. if I'm distracted, if I've got things going on, running around, it probably will take me about 45 minutes max. But if I'm on it like so 30 minutes or less, because this is pretty easy to do, especially the ones that's got elastic on the back. So what I've done is I have sewn the two sides of the skirts together and sewn the pockets all the way around, all the way to the hem, and then I have hemmed the skirts all around. So as it is now, the skirt is finished. So just to show you the finished look, this is the front. It's a flat front, and the back has got elastic at the back, so by the time you wear it, it's easy for this to go past your hips and then sit nicely on your waist, because this is elastic and it's going to stretch to go past your hips. And then it's got the slits in front all the way down for that nice, beautiful, glamorous look. So I'll wear this and post some pictures after this. Hope you like this video. Please remember to like, share, subscribe and click the notification bell so you know when I post any more videos.